very pleased to be interviewing Jim Hackett, who is VP Tech Operations for Exelate. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.
Let's start with your background. How did you get to where you are today?
So I started, my degree is from Binghamton University. I have a degree in computer science. I came out of college and I started working at a couple of internships in the city. I was at CNBC for a little while, and then I had my first real startup experience on Long Island. I was working for a small firm that developed marketing information for small financial advisors. So they created newsletters, brochure, and print, and what I managed was the website component and email components of that. I was there for a few years, and then I wanted to change things up. What I was doing there at the time was doing a lot of back-end development infrastructure work, and some light front-end applications for our clients to leverage. But I wanted to get more into front-end stuff, and I wanted to get more into advertising. I found it more interesting. So I wound up going to another startup in New York City. The name of that company was called Colloquis. What we did is we developed natural language matching bots that people could communicate with online. There was two components to that business. One was a customer service component where large enterprises could upload a bunch of different question-answer responses. People could type in natural questions, they would get back a response for that particular application. That was one component, and the other component was working with online bots that people could chat with on MSN or AIM or something like that, where they could talk to, a movie could be promoted. One of the ones that we worked on was Austin Powers, where you could have a conversation with Austin Powers as this bot. People would use it. We could put in different different click-through URLs within the actual application itself to drive more revenue for the advertiser. That company wound up getting acquired by Microsoft, which I was there for a little over 3 years. My capacity there was working as a program manager. I was managing or helping to manage different features that we needed to get out of our development team, which was based in California. So a lot of that was managing the technical components, less managing people. That product was eventually removed by Microsoft, and then I decided to start at a new startup in New York City called X+1, which is in the same industry as Exelate. X+1 manages, they develop models around different types of either media or on-site optimization, which is what I was working on. And then at X+1, I managed a team of about 3 people, where we're working on all the implementations for the individual sites we're working on. Large enterprise clients worked on sites like Delta, Capital One, Verizon, those types of things. After I was there for about 1.5 years, I decided to make another move, and that's when I started at Exelate, which was about 3 years ago. When I started at Exelate, I took over the role of managing the team of the implementation, which was the technical operations component. The team at that time was around 3 people. At that time, the company was still quite small. I think we only had a staff of around 40 or so. Our development staff is based in Israel, and kind of where I flow into the human resources component is our technology is broken out into 4 different groups. We have R&D that's 100% based in Israel. We have infrastructure that's based in New York. We have product that's based in New York, but we have a lot of product support or product development inside of Israel as well, and the technical operations team, which is what I oversee. So now my team is around 12 people. We have 1 in London, 1 in Paris, and then the rest are in New York, and we manage all of the implementations of our technology into all the clients that we work with.